and welcome to the championship match of the 2025 Burlington County Academic Tournament. I'm Tracy Betts from Seneca High School. I'm joined today by our finalists, Lenape 1 and Lenape 3. The captains of each team will introduce themselves and their teammates.
I'm Jake Boozer. My teammates are Vish Jagadisan, Adam Friedman, and Aman Mohammed.
I'm Zan Wallenhurst, and my teammates are Ellie Vidal, Carly Sanacola, and Anna Sriram.
Welcome, and good luck to both teams. We will kick off today with a Jeopardy-style round featuring 20 questions across 4 different categories. Play alternates after each question between the 2 teams. If the team gets an incorrect answer, the other team will have the chance to steal. After 10 of the 20 questions have been completed, we will move on to the lightning round, which features questions in 2 categories. Following the lightning round, we will conclude with the final 10 questions. Let's take a look at the categories for the first round. We have video games, food and cooking shows, famous faces in sports, and reality game shows. Team Lenape 1 won the coin toss before the show, so they will start us off. Team Lenape 1, where would you like to go first?
We're going to go with famous faces in sports for 80.
Okay, we have famous faces in sports for 80. I will read each question twice. Who holds the record for the most career sacks in the NFL? Who holds the record for the most career sacks in the NFL?
Bruce Smith.
Correct. Okay, and Lenape 3, where would you like to go?
We're going to do reality game shows for 40.
Reality game shows for 40. In which show do aspiring singers compete in a blind audition where coaches, all famous musicians, select contestants based solely on their vocal abilities?
The Voice.
That is correct. Lenape 1, where would you like to go?
Famous faces in sports 100.
Famous faces in sports for 100. Which NBA player holds the record for the most rebounds in a single game? Which NBA player holds the record for the most rebounds in a single game?
Dennis Rodman.
Incorrect.
Michael Jordan.
Incorrect. The answer was Wilt Chamberlain.
Why didn't you say? Because I didn't think he would have.
Lenape 3, where would you like to go?
Let's do reality game shows for 80.
Reality game shows for 80. On which show are singles placed together on a tropical villa forming romantic relationships while competing in challenges to avoid elimination?
Love Island.
Correct. All right, Lenape 1, you are up.
Sports 60.
Famous faces in sports for 60. What sports team is Will Smith a part owner of? What sports team is Will Smith a part owner of?
Golden State Warriors.
Incorrect. Lenape 3.
The Los Angeles Lakers.
Incorrect. The 76ers. Come on now, he's a Philly kid. All right. Lenape 3, you are up. Where would you like to go?
Reality game shows for 100.
Reality game shows for 100. On which show do contestants from past reality shows compete in extreme physical and mental challenges, often involving teams and alliances? On which show do contestants from past reality shows compete in extreme physical and mental challenges, often involving teams and alliances?
The Challenge?
Correct. Good job. Lenape 1.
Video games for 80.
Video games for 80. What is the title of the action RPG game developed by Guerrilla Games set in a post-apocalyptic world where players control the character Alloy?
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Correct. Nice. Lenape 3, choose your category.
Cooking shows for 60.
Food and cooking shows for 60. Who is known as the Barefoot Contessa? Who is known as the Barefoot Contessa?
Rachel Ray.
Incorrect. Lenape 1 for the steal.
Pass.
Okay, the correct answer was Ina Garten. Lenape 1, up for the category.
Video games 100.
Video games for 100. Including his nickname, who is the creator of Minecraft? Including his nickname, who is the creator of Minecraft?
Notch person.
Prompt.
What's his first name? Mike. Brian or something. Mini Mike. Is it Michael?
Okay, we're going to accept it.
Accept it. Okay, the judges have decided to accept that answer. His full name is Marcus, nickname Notch Person. The judges have decided to accept that answer. All right. And Lenape 3 for your selection.
Reality game shows for 60.
Reality game shows for 60. On which show do entrepreneurs pitch their business ideas to a panel of wealthy investors? On which show do entrepreneurs pitch their business ideas to a panel of wealthy investors?
Shark Tank.
Correct. So we have completed our first 10 questions of the Jeopardy style round. Let's take a look at what categories of the lightning round there will be offered today. Famous books is our first category. I will say the author and describe the book's premise. You tell me the title. Our other option is famous phrases. I will describe the incident or event, and you say the media's nickname for it. Our team who is in second place currently based on points will be the first to go in our lightning round. So at this time, Lenape 1 has 260 points, and Lenape 3 has 280 points. Since Lenape 1 is in second place currently, they will get to choose of those two categories which they would like to pick.
So we're going to go with famous phrases.
Famous phrases. During the lightning round, each team is going to answer up to 10 questions. Each question will be worth 10 points. And if they answer all 10 questions correctly, they will earn an additional 20 points bonus. The other team can try to answer any questions that the initial team was unable to answer after the 60 seconds has expired. At this point in the game, teams have the option to sub in alternate players. Lenape 1, please introduce us to your new team members.
Subbing in is Aditya Shriram and Ella Hashimoto.
Thank you. Lenape 3 has opted not to sub anyone in. Lenape 1 has selected famous phrases to start the lightning round. I will describe the incident or event, and you say the media's nickname for it. You will have 60 seconds. Here we go. Famous phrases. Britain leaving the European Union.
Brexit.
One of the reality stars of Vanderpump Rules cheating on his longtime girlfriend.
Pass.
The union of Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck.
Bennifer.
Prince Henry and wife Meghan deciding to step down from royal duties.
Megxit.
A political scandal which resulted in President Nixon resigning.
Watergate.
The U.S. hockey team's upset victory over the Soviet Union in the 1980 Olympics.
Miracle on Ice.
Refers to the global financial crisis between 2007 and 2009.
Great Recession.
Refers to the Affordable Care Act.
Obamacare.
Describes the counterculture movement in 1967, particularly in San Francisco, when thousands of young people gathered for peace, companionship, and music.
Hippies.
The title given to Michael Jackson for his groundbreaking contributions to music.
King of Pop.
One of the reality stars of Vanderpump Rules cheating on
Pass.
his longtime girlfriend. That's it. Lenape 3, you will have 12 seconds on the clock for the 2 questions that Lenape 1 did not answer. Are you ready?
Yeah.
One of the reality stars of Vanderpump Rules cheating on his longtime girlfriend.
Pass.
Describes the counterculture movement in 1967, particularly in San Francisco, when thousands of young people gathered for peace, companionship, and music. Time?
Make love, not war.
Nope. So the 2 questions that neither team was able to answer, one of the reality stars of Vanderpump Rules cheating on his longtime girlfriend was Scandoval. And the counterculture movement of 1967, particularly in San Francisco, when people gathered for peace, companionship, and music, that was called the Summer of Love. That was that movement. All right, so now we have Lenape 3 up for their lightning round. 60 seconds will be on the clock. This category is famous books. I will say the author or describe the book's premise, and you tell me the title. 60 seconds on the clock, and here we go. Toni Morrison, a formerly enslaved woman
Beloved.
struggled. Upton Sinclair, an expose.
The Jungle.
Charlotte Bronte, a young orphan, faces obstacles as she grows up and falls in love with a married man.
Jane Eyre.
Edith Wharton describes the excess of ultra-wealthy in the Gilded American Age.
Pass.
George Orwell profiles a dystopian society.
1984.
Gillian Flynn, a wife disappears and her husband is suspected.
Pass.
Margaret Atwood, a dystopian American woman.
Handmaid's Tale.
Harper Lee, a coming-of-age story about a young
To Kill a
scout.
Mockingbird.
Ernest Hemingway, a chronicle of the lost generation in 1920s Europe.
The Sun Also Rises.
Harriet Beecher Stowe describes the experience of enslaved characters.
Uncle Tom's Cabin.
Edith Wharton describes the excess of the ultra-wealthy in the Gilded Age America.
Pass.
Gillian Flynn, a wife disappears with her husband and her husband is suspected.
Gone Girl.
Edith Wharton describes the excesses of the ultra-wealthy in the Gilded Age America.
Time.
Okay, thank you. Lenape 3, you earned 9. And your points will be calculated. Lenape 1 has an opportunity to answer the 1 question that Lenape 3 did not answer. 6 seconds on the clock. Timekeeper's ready?
Yeah.
All right, Lenape 1, here we go. Edith Wharton describes the excesses of the ultra-wealthy in the Gilded American Age.
Age of Innocence.
Correct. All right, thank you. Great job to both teams. That is it for our lightning round. When we come back, we will have the remaining 10 Jeopardy-style questions. We will be right back.
The Lenape Regional High School District at Seneca High School offers large school opportunities in a modern, small school setting.
Seneca is a smaller school with a really nurturing environment with a lot of students, teachers, and staff that really just want to see each other thrive and succeed in the future.
Here at Seneca, there are just so many opportunities for kids to get plugged in. Whether that's championship caliber athletic programs, STEM programs, AP level classes, the arts, the music. There really isn't an opportunity that students can't find here at Seneca.
With a student body about half the size of Cherokee and Lenape High Schools, at Seneca, you'll have room to grow while still having all the support you need, because you're part of the Seneca family.
Seneca family is such a special thing to me. It's so much more than just our hashtag and our Instagram handle. It really is something that's real. You walk into school every day and you feel it. Everyone is supported and loved and encouraged to be who they want to be.
I transferred over to Seneca from Lenape, and after the first week, everybody knew who I was, everybody knew my name, and it was just like I felt welcome.
Seneca's size is the perfect environment for students to learn and succeed. They feel like they are seen, they feel like they are heard, and that now enhances their ability to learn and feel confident in the classroom.
Like all Lenape District schools, Seneca offers 240 different courses, including 26 AP classes and over 60 college dual enrollment courses. And with a 97% graduation rate, Seneca students are prepared for whatever they choose after high school.
I really feel like the one-on-one conversations and the small group conversations that staff is able to have with the students helps prepare them for life after high school.
We prepare you for life, but at the same time, you always have some place to come home. And I feel like that rings true in our academics and our athletics and our extracurriculars. We are setting students up for success. in whatever path they choose.
Named a distinguished school for STEM curriculum and career readiness, Seneca offers 4-year pathway programs in engineering and automotive technology, highlighted by a state-of-the-art automotive center.
Getting exposure to such real-world material at such a young age gets you thinking and gets you ready and prepared for what you need to do when you graduate.
Seneca athletic teams consistently challenge for titles in boys and girls sports. Students can choose from 30 varsity programs, and many of our teams compete on Seneca's newly installed turf field, ensuring the highest level of play.
We have the same number of sports as of a lot of other high schools, but there are more opportunities for our students to get involved since we are such a smaller population.
A lot of the teams are no-cut, so everyone can get on the team and get in-game experience.
Seneca even has a state championship esports team for students who prefer gaming competition. With over 60 clubs and activities, from Air Force JROTC to marching band to service clubs, and everything in between, Seneca has dozens of ways for every student to get involved.
You're hard-pressed to find a student that's not involved in something, if not many somethings. I think, to my experience as the marching band director and the jazz band director, how many of the students that are involved in that program are also involved in a club sport, who are also involved in the robotics team. That same student might also be involved in the chess club or esports. There's so many ways to get involved, and you don't have to necessarily pick one interest because of that size of Seneca.
Experience everything the LRHSD has to offer in a small school setting at Seneca High School.
I've never been to a high school where literally everybody look at as their own personality. You don't gotta do nothing to fit in, you can just be yourself.
This place really is my home, and these people really are my family.
Welcome back to the championship round of the Burlington County Academic Tournament. Our finalists today are Lenape 1 and Lenape 3. Lenape 1 currently has 350 points, and Lenape 3 currently has 370 points. It is really anybody's game at this point. Lenape 1 has decided to sub back in Amon for their team. So we have 10 remaining Jeopardy-style questions left. Lenape 1, you'll be going first.
We're going to go food and cooking shows for 80.
Food and cooking shows for 80. Which country is the largest producer of saffron, the world's most expensive spice? Which country is the largest producer of saffron, the world's most expensive spice?
One of those two. Just go with that. India?
Incorrect.
Iran.
Correct.
Very good.
All right, Lenape 3, you're up to pick a category.
Food and cooking shows for 40.
Food and cooking shows for 40. On which show do amateur bakers compete inside a tent in a series of challenges to be crowned star baker? On which show do amateur bakers compete inside a tent in a series of challenges to be crowned star baker?
The Great British Baking Show.
Correct.
I feel like we got it.
All right, Lenape 1, where would you like to go?
Go for it. Yeah. Food and cooking shows 100.
Food and cooking shows for 100 points. What cooking method involves submerging food in a water bath at a precise temperature? What cooking method involves submerging food in a water bath at a precise temperature?
Sous vide.
Correct. All right, Lenape 3, you are up for a category.
Yeah. We're gonna do famous faces in sports for 40.
Famous faces in sports for 40. What two people made history as the first father-son duo to play in the NBA simultaneously when the latter joined the LA Lakers in 2024?
LeBron and Bronny James.
Correct. All right, Lenape 1, where would you like to go?
Video games 60.
Video games for 60. Gamers 8. The Land of Heroes is the world's largest esports festival, boasting a prize pool of $45 million in 2023. In which country is it held? Gamers 8. The Land of Heroes is the world's largest esports festival, boasting a prize pool of $45 million in 2023. In which country is it held?
South Korea.
Incorrect. Steele?
The United States.
Incorrect. The correct answer is Saudi Arabia. Lenape 3, you are up to pick a category.
Reality game shows for 20.
Reality game shows for 20. In which show do a group of strangers live together in a house under constant surveillance, competing in various challenges while being voted out by fellow house guests?
Big Brother.
Correct. All right, Lenape 1, where would you like to go?
Video games for 40.
Video games for 40. What is an MMORPG? What is an MMORPG?
Massively multiplayer online role-playing game.
Correct. had to look at that one closely. Good job. All right, Lenape 3.
Food and cooking shows for 20.
Food and cooking shows for 20. Which chef is known for the catchphrase, BAM? Which chef is known for the catchphrase, BAM?
Bobby Flay.
Incorrect. Steele?
Guy Fieri.
Incorrect. It's Emeril Lagasse. Okay, so no points awarded to each team. All right, Lenape 1, you are up for your selection.
Video games 20.
Video games for 20. Name the hero of the iconic Mass Effect game who fights the Reapers to prevent the extinction of all organic life in the galaxy. Name the hero of the iconic Mass Effect games who fights the Reapers to prevent the extinction of all organic life in the galaxy.
Pass.
Steele?
Master Chief.
Incorrect. The correct answer is Commander Shepard. All right, our last question on the board, famous faces in sports. Lenape 3, you are up for 20 points. What professional sports league did Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark play in? What do they play in? Go ahead.
The WNBA.
Correct. All right, so that is it for our Jeopardy style questions. We're going to take a quick break, tally the scores, and we'll be back to crown our champions this year.
So Lenape has done quite a few things to help me feel prepared for college. The biggest one would be probably their AP rigorous classes. At Lenape, I took 15 of them, so I do truly feel prepared for college level courses.
Lenape helped me feel prepared for college by really just giving me a lot of support in anything I wanted to learn. When I wanted to learn more about economics, I had conversations with my teacher. When I wanted to know more about the college process, I was able to talk to my counselor really easily.
I feel prepared for college because of Lenape's way that they've structured their classes, and I feel like the AP classes I've taken have really structured it to the point where a lot of the work's being done on my own instead of in groups or where the teacher's going from point A to point B.
The classes that have helped me prepare the most for my future are all my different AP courses and my PLTW course. It takes all the different things I love from math and science and connects them all together. It takes the problem solving from math and then the hands-onness from science and labs, and it connects it all together in a really enjoyable class.
I've dabbled in a lot here at Lenape, extracurricular-wise. All 4 years I was involved in class council. I'm in the Smoke Signal. I've been editor-in-chief for the past 3 years. Been in DECA, our business competitive club here for the past 4 years. And this year I was chosen as vice president of competition and leadership. The clubs that Lenape provided, all of the opportunities for leadership positions, they all just, showed me things where when I go to college, I'm not going to be afraid to explore different things, meet new people, run for different positions.
At Lenape, I'm involved in the winter and spring track team as well as the NHS. The winter and spring track as well as National Honor Society have exposed me to many different people in life. You never know who you're going to meet, so it's great to have people with different backgrounds and know how to interact with them.
Lenape, I've been involved in a multitude of extracurricular activities like DECA and National Honor Society and Letters for Rose, which is a community service club. And I've also been involved in class council and multi-local club.
Being the president of Hero Club has really taught me a lot about leadership. At Hero Club, we do a lot of community service. I've always been sort of a shy kid, and going up in front of a bunch of people has always been something that I've kind of been scared of, but since I've kind of broken that shell being the president, I've been able to learn like how to lead people, how to talk in front of people, and I feel like that's prepared me to like be a leader in life.
There's so many things that make Lenape special, but I think the top thing has to be the people. I mean, you can go anywhere, you can find any building, but the people at Lenape, unmatched. You can't find them anywhere else.
What makes Lenape so special to me is all the different classes you can take and interact with all different types of teachers. Everyone teaches in different ways and every class is different. It helps you know what you want to do later in life because you're introduced to so many unique experiences.
Lenape is special to me because of everything it offers. Like I've always said, you get in what you put out. Lenape can be the best time of your life. It is what you make it out to be. And so I've put in a lot of work at Lenape, and it's really given like everything it has to offer back to me.
The things that make Lenape special to me are really the people who have supported me here. For example, my teachers have helped me to learn, and they're really excited to teach. My guidance counselor has helped me through all 4 years, and my friends, and it's just a very welcoming and encouraging environment.
Welcome back to the championship round of the 2025 Burlington County Academic Tournament. During the break, we have tallied the scores and we have our winners. First, congratulations to our second place team. Lenape won with 490 points. Congratulations. Well done, great work. And so that leaves our first place team as Lenape 3 coming in with 570 points. Congratulations, great job. Really impressed with everyone up here on the stage and our subs who subbed in during the tournament. Great job, congratulations. I wish you all the best of luck. Thank you to our staff and our students who participated in this time. And until next time, I'm Tracy Betts from Seneca High School. Thank you. Good night.